What's up, everybody? Welcome to the call. Well, not actually the call. It's after the call. We had the call. We got right into the call with everybody. So now we're recording the opening of the call after the call. I wanted to make sure that we got the call out to you. So here we are. And, if you're doing this for any sort of period of time, if you're committed to this, if you're questioning this, you may be getting a little bit bored. And if you're getting a little bit bored, to that I say good. Boredom is the result of tedious repetition, doing the same thing over and over, eating the same boring meals all the time. Oh, what? I'm going to have egg whites again? Oh, what? I'm going to have turkey and rice again? Yes, you are. Because we're working on something with purpose. And being able to develop the skill of thriving through meticulous boredom is what creates empires. And I know we're working on our bodies, but your body's your temple. It's the most important part of your empire because it's the foundation that you can build everything off of. And to build anything worthwhile, think of any great structure, it took time. And a lot of people got really bored through that process because they're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, laying brick after brick after brick, to the point, it's you just keep laying the bricks. You get obsessed about the bricks because every time you walk away from the bricks and come back to the bricks to lay the bricks, the structure looks better. Your body looks better. The result is there. You feel better from doing the workouts, from getting bored with the food. And look, that's part of life, dude. Mastering repetitious boredom is part of life. Like, you have to get good at that. What are you? Are we 19-year-old girls who want to run to some and sneak into some rave or something? I mean, like that actually does sound kind of fun, but that's not the point. The point is that at this point in our life, we have to cut out time to work towards mastery in the physical realm. In the pursuit of mastery, repetitious boredom is a part of it. So I know it's like like working out's fun, it's exciting, we're gonna go push ourselves, but that may eventually wear off. You may find yourself in the trenches. You might be like, oh, I'm gonna have to go kill this again. Like, I really don't want to. And you might find yourself exerting yourself into exhaustion, but mentally you're just going through the motions. And that's all right. That if you are in that area, if you're on that level, like, now you're really killing it. Now that's where you're making all your progress, all your gains. And I try to switch up your workouts sometimes here and there for variation. There are not too many ways to skin a cat, but I like to mix it up just so you have some variance and you don't get bored and fire me. But the truth of the matter is mastering your workouts, mastering a specific order of workouts will get you more gains than anything. It will get the time I made the biggest strength gains in my life. I did the same 4-day split for a year and a half. I didn't change a thing for a year and a half. I went in and did the same workouts for a year and a half. And the only thing I had to look forward to is maybe I could add 2.5 pounds on the third weekend while I'm doing my heaviest reps. Like, that's where I got my strongest. Absolutely bored to death doing the same thing over and over again. To where people, I was at a different gym at the time, and my buddy he knew my routine. He knew that I was going to go in there if I was doing overhead presses, as the primary lift, I was going to superset it with pull-ups. I was going to do some shoulder work. I was going to finish off with dips. Like, he knew my routine. That's how much I was repeating it. But in that time, I got my squat from like 3 plates to 4 plates. That's the first time I got my bench press up to 3 plates. That's 315 pounds. That's 4 or 5. Anyways, point is being able to master the repetitious boredom of a program like this is a key skill. It's also a key skill that transmutates into other areas of your life. And we're at a point in our life right now where we, like, dude, you have your excitement outlets. You have things that are exciting to do. Go do that. Look for your excitement here. If you're not if you're not finding it here, good. That's a good thing. That means this is becoming part of your routine. This is just something that you do day to day so you can live your life as the best version of yourself. And just keep at it. Just keep that. If you're bored, you are so far ahead of the masses. I'm proud of you. Okay? So if you're getting bored, good. We should be getting a little bored. We should be getting bored of eating the same foods. We should be getting bored of doing the same exercises because we're mastering them, because we're making progress in those foods. And the only thing that will motivate you when that time comes is the results that you're seeing. The way that you're feeling, you feel better, you look better, you're carrying yourself better, you have better energy, you're happier. And it's from your willingness to handle boredom. So yeah, that was the first thing I wanted to talk about, is just working on your boredom. And they're literally jackhammering right now. Like, I don't even know where that's coming from. I've been here all day, so just started. If you hear jackhammering in the background, whatever, sorry. I'll try to talk without any slowdowns or getting too quiet so you can't hear what I'm saying. And real quick again, just to look, dude, I know we're here to get jacked. I know we're here to get in shape. But man, the reason I got into helping people with this is because of how much it helped me. When I really dialed in my diet, when I got serious about it and I put in the work, it really changed everything for me. And so I felt called to share with you what worked. I felt called to share with other people what worked for me, what really tied in all the self-improvement that I was working on. Because man, I'll tell you, I've been to every seminar, I've seen Tony Robbins, I've done this, I've done that, I've been in, self-improvement coaching, but this was, I worked on myself a great deal when I got sober. I did a lot of work, and my whole life I've been pursuing self-improvement and being a better version of myself and learning new skills. That's been my entire life. And I had 17 years of constantly looking to improve myself before I really brought it home with the fitness. And that was the thing that tied everything together. And it was the missing element. And it just made everything so much better for me, for my wife, now my family. It made my business better. It really changed everything for me. And so the reason I'm sharing that with you is because what I'm about to share with you too, the mindset stuff, is things that have been really helping me at this point in my life and where I'm at in the journey, and helping keep my mind in control and focused, and my mind directed on something. What is mindset? And there's so many ways to answer that, but the simplest, most boiled down way is your mindset is what your mind is set to. That's all it is. And I've said this before in the past, be careful what you decide to set your mind to, because you will go there. And that goes for, both sides of the spectrum. If your mind is set on something positive and taking you somewhere positive, you're going to go there. Now be careful, because you're going to go there. So make sure it's what you really want. And another thing to consider, if it's something positive, you're going to go there. Make sure that you're not gypping yourself and aiming too low. Last thing I want is you guys constructing this vision for yourself and not realizing your potential. I rather have you realizing your potential by coming in short on your vision than achieving your vision and not reaching your potential. So don't be afraid to think big. Don't be afraid to, as you do this work and you have that confidence in yourself, don't be afraid of setting goals that make you uncomfortable, of having visions. like, oh, that's just not going to be possible for me. No, it is possible for you. And just don't forget that. On the flip side of that coin, if you're not in control of your mind, and it's your mind set to negative things, if it's set to anxieties, if you're thinking about what can go wrong, that's what's gonna happen. If you are afraid of going broke all the time and your mind is obsessed with going broke and you're literally thinking like, I gotta do this so I don't go broke. You're gonna go broke. You can't take action out of fear. What you're going to do is move towards what you're afraid of. That fear encompasses us. We have to take action out of faith and understanding that it all is happening for a reason to get us to this goal. And if it seems like a setback in the moment, it's really just a lesson to get us ready. And you have to take on that mindset. You have to and keep your mind focused on the positive, because you construct yourself with what's available, what you mentally make available to yourself. So an example is if I say, like, if like an affirmation I have is like, I'm not a coward, I'm not a coward. Well, even though I'm saying I'm not, the what I have to, the block that I have to build with is the word coward. And so even if I'm trying to be negative, like take that away, like, or if I'm trying to negate it with the word I'm not, like that's still the block that I'm building. I'm still talking about being a coward. I'm still putting that in my subconscious. Dude, like I'm a coward because I have to tell myself I'm not a coward. Now, on the flip side of that, like if the affirmation's like I'm courageous, I'm brave, like that's what you're constructing. And it goes as far as you could be like, I'm not courageous. Like, what are you trying to talk yourself out of the fact that you're courageous, that you're brave? So you can only build your self-image and what you have with the blocks that you have. And the blocks that I'm trying to illustrate are the words that you use to speak to yourself. And they need to be positive. They need to be positive. You can't negate the negative. That's still the block that's going to be used to be built. So with that being said, think big, be courageous in your vision for yourself. Don't leave your potential on the table by creating a small vision for yourself that you know you can do. And when you have that clear vision, when you know in your heart what it is that you want from yourself. And when I say this, I don't necessarily mean material things. Maybe for you it's material things. For me it's not. For me it's just staying in character and being the person that I say I want to be. Because when I do that, everything's fine. I know everything's going to work out. But for me, so what I'm saying is, it's not necessarily a material vision of like, oh yeah, I'm going to have a Ferrari from the 90s or something. It's not that. But it could be. It could be. It could be just your vision on your character, how you handle yourself in moments, how people perceive you, who they think you are, who you understand yourself to be. When you're crystal clear on that vision, when you fully understand it, you need to spend time in that vision. And you need to allow your subconscious to believe that you've already achieved it. And you need to feel the emotion of that belief. And that emotion is what brings the motion into your reality. It's what causes you to move towards it. So like, think about it, it's like emotion. It's what causes movement, is your emotions. You're driven by your emotions. So you have to be willing to become emotional about your vision so it can drive you towards it. Let your vision cook in that emotion. Dude, I hate this word, but what you're manifesting, like, cook in that vision, in that emotion. You have to do it. And I know it's not always easy. I know that life happens, and you start, like, it's that time of the month, you open up your bank, you pay all your bills, this and that. It's like, oh, like, how's this gonna work? It's like, dude, like anybody can get that into that mindset. Rich people can get into it. People that are momentarily broke can get into it. The fact of the matter is like, dude, we live in America. We have a roof over our heads. We have food. We have family. We have friends to depend on. Like, it's not, your life's not going to go crazy. You're not going to end up on the street. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, if what I'm getting at is we all have the ability to go in, make ourselves super anxious at any given point in time to the point that it's debilitating. And that happens, dude. It happens to me sometimes. And when that happens, it's not fun to focus on my vision. My mind wants to go into problem solving. What can I do to ensure that this made up scenario in my head doesn't happen? And I want, like, every part of me wants to start solving that problem in my head, which is the complete wrong thing to do, because all I'm doing is shining light on what I don't want to have. All I'm doing is building what I don't want. And so, yeah, I have to take every ounce of effort, every ounce of focus, no matter what's going on around me, no matter how much the world's falling apart or how bad I think things are. I have to take that, I have to make extreme effort, and you do too, to maintain that vision through the nonsense of life. Can you do it? How mentally strong are you? Can you stay focused on your vision when there's distractions abounding? Can you do it? I'm willing to bet that you can. And the reason that I say that is because I see you take action under less than ideal circumstances. You're busy. You got stuff to do. You're running businesses. You're looking for jobs. You're this and that, and like handling all that life has to offer you. And you're still doing the work in the gym. You're still cutting out time. You're still making that sacrifice to make it in there. You're still grinding through it, even though you don't feel like it. So if you're able to go in and physically exert yourself like you are in spite of distractions, then I can for sure 100% guarantee that you can focus your mind. Because that doesn't even take physical effort. That just takes control. So if that vision's not there yet, it's okay. It comes through the work. It comes through the work. You find out who you are through the work. You find out who you are through the sacrifice. And like that's one of the things about this program is you really pull it together and get your diet in check. Like finally pull it together and really get serious about your diet. Not just enjoying the workouts and making better choices, but actually tracking every macro, actually eating what I assign to you. You get that under control. You start crushing big weights, and even if you're feeling low on energy because you're low food, you're exerting yourself as much as you can. Like we are creating stress on ourselves because frankly, dude, the world out here is so soft. We have it so well, we have it so easy and so good compared to our ancestors. If we didn't self-inflict this adversity, we'd be so soft. You know, but we're very fortunate with our lives that we get to choose the adversity that we inflict most of the time. And so enjoy it, man. Enjoy the process, dude. Enjoy it, because this is everything. And it's only gonna get better. This party, like, dude, I don't care if you've been rolling with me for years, bro. This little party that we're having, this is just getting started. Because we're all gonna push it to places that we've never seen before. You, me, everyone in the group, everyone that comes in the group. Like, dude, we're just getting started. So get ready to enjoy it. Start working on your vision for yourself. Be bold about it. Be ready to get bored building the life that you want for yourself. Because anything worth building is worth getting bored over. And you're gonna do great. So that being said, I think coming up on 20 minutes, if you made it this far, like, let me know you made it. Like, this is let me know you made it this far and you actually watched the whole thing. I'll do something for you. I'm not sure what yet, but if you made it this far, thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate y'all. This is such a bright spot in my life, dude. We're so privileged to be able to do this, to be able to train and eat like this and step up and do the deal. Like, it's such a privilege for me to be working with somebody like you who's willing to do that, because not everybody wants it, but everybody wants to die, but everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to be jacked, but nobody wants to lift heavy weight. But you're willing, and I'm honored to be part of this journey with you.